When I think about changes in my life or changes in business and things that you want to do, you try and identify what's the highest leverage move that makes the biggest impact with the least amount of effort or change. And that to me is what Costa Rica is. It's the one change that changes everything. So prior to moving here 2 years ago, we were living in Encinitas, California. And it's a wonderful place to live outside of San Diego. But we found it to be very difficult to live the lifestyle that we wanted in that location. It was incredibly expensive. We were paying a lot of money every month. And so one of the things that has changed for us dramatically is the cost of living when we're here in Costa Rica. And that doesn't create any lack or in our lives at all. In fact, it has the opposite impact. Our lives are improved and our expenses went down by 65 to 70%. And not just for families, but for so many who live in Encinitas, California. These are people that are successful at what they do. They make, over $100,000 a year, and they're either in debt, getting in more debt, or not able to actually build wealth because all of the money that they're able to earn is going to trying to afford the lifestyle that they want. And that just brings incredible pressure into the household when you have that intense financial requirement just to maintain the life that you want, not to actually do things to improve it. And so that's what I feel like is this hamster wheel that people just get on and they can't see a way out of it. And what I see that a move to Costa Rica is, it's like the one decision that makes all the other decisions easier. And that's what we're here to offer, what we're here to invite people to do, is to make that change. And the beauty of it is you have a community that's been living here that knows how to support you in the very best ways as you transition here. Learn from my mistakes. It's so nice to know and look and see other families that have similar values, similar life aesthetic as you, and you see them and they've moved here and you think to yourself, why can't that be me? And then you talk to them and they tell you about their experience of moving here, what they learned, how they can help, and all of a sudden the barriers and the resistance that so many feel to making a move like this starts to diminish. It starts to dissolve. And that's what living here in this valley and living in Costa Rica does. For me, it dissolves resistance. Everything melts away. And what you're left with is just the purest, most beautiful, most amazing parts of life, and living and experiencing that with your family. And who wouldn't want that for the rest of their lives? One of the biggest consumers of our time and energy is, especially in a family household, our meals. What's shopping for meals, preparing meals, figuring out what you're gonna eat. If you want, you can have all of that done here for you for a fraction of the cost. And the amount of actual space and energetic space that opens up for you can't even be put into words, but it's incredible. And it opens up free time for you to spend with your partner, or more time spending on your business, or more time spending in nature, or more time spending on vacations with your family, with your kids. And it just becomes a matter of choice. What do you want to see in your family life? I feel like the last 2 years have been a wonderful reflection of how important and how valuable it feels to have control over your life. We all took that for granted for a really long time. And now it took a pandemic to show you how valuable that is and to realign our lives in support of that. And that's what the Rise lifestyle is about. It's about ease and it's about choice. You can have a contemporary house here with all of the amenities and elements of your home that you're used to having in wherever you live, whether you're coming from Europe or the United States or regionally. There's all of these things are available to you. They're just available to you at a much lower cost. And so you can choose what lifestyle you want. You can have a very simple house, or you can have a large, more sophisticated home. And I think that one of the things that you do realize about living here is you need less And so people do choose to live with less, but living with less does not mean living in lack. There's a big difference there. We have less things because we don't desire more things, but that doesn't mean we're living in lack. If we wanted them, we could have them. You're not going to be living isolated in the middle of a jungle with a house full of bugs that's falling apart. You're going to be living in a beautiful home with a wonderful view, with appliances that are familiar to you, and kitchens and bathrooms that feel amazing and luxurious to you. It's whatever you choose to put in your home. It's your choice.